This is the Men of High Value channel. My name is Joseph Darling. Today we're talking about semen retention and connecting that to passive income. This is one that you guys have been waiting for a long time, so let's get into it. Semen retention is basically the act of abstaining from ejaculation, which also includes watching porn, and then doing that for an extended amount of time. Not just 30 days, come on. Not only 90 days either, but doing it for a long period of time. That's what semen retention is. It's a lifestyle, really. Passive income, on the other hand, is having multiple streams of income that comes to you every single month, whether you are present or not. Now, this sounds absolutely amazing and fantastic, but it takes a lot more than you think. If you're gonna head down that road, you better believe that it's gonna take time, it's gonna take effort, it's gonna take headaches, it's gonna take blood, sweat, and tears. But once you manage to get to the point of having passive income and multiple streams of income, you've set yourself up for life. You've set up your financial foundation so that you can have an amazing lifestyle. Why is semen retention such an important part of heading towards passive income? Because your biggest problem when it comes to achieving that high elusive goal of passive income is distraction, diversification. I follow Patrick Bet-David on Valuetainment. He has both a YouTube channel and an Instagram. And on Instagram today, he had a picture where he basically put a circle, put energy in it, and then there was arrows all the way around that circle. Basically, disbursement, diversification of energy. And then there was another circle where it also said energy, but there was one long arrow pointing upwards. Below the one with many small short arrows around it, it said pursuing many things. And on the other one with one arrow pointing upwards, it said focus. If I can suggest one thing, it would be to follow one course until successful. Focus. Put all of your eggs in one basket. And then key is to watch the basket. Making sure that that basket of eggs actually produces results for you in the long term so that you can use the profits from that project and then put it into another project where you put all of your eggs in one basket at that point in time moving forward. Energy is all we've got. And if you're spreading your energies, like your wild oats, randomly to a lot of different projects, a lot of different people, a lot of different girls, a lot of different whatever, it's gonna take you 10 times or 100 times longer than it will take for someone who focuses on one thing at a time. Why is semen retention important in this regard? Because your biggest distraction as a young male is women. You know it, I know it. You start out very early being distracted by women. It's the only thing you can think about. Now you hope that you're going to be successful in the future, but the reason why you want to be successful in the future is because you're thinking about the women. Use that motivation, absolutely, for sure. We're gonna have the women in the future. But set them aside now because the women that you're getting now are low value compared to the women that you can get in the future. And that is why semen retention is crucial, because of something in your brain called the reticular activating system. Let me give you an example for the reticular activating system. Let's say you want to go out and buy yourself a Hummer, and you're thinking about a Hummer, and you're thinking about a Hummer, and you're thinking about a Hummer. Eventually you begin to notice them everywhere that you go. Everywhere. It's like your brain is working in the background now, looking for opportunities for you to buy a Hummer. That's what the reticular activating system is for you to notice opportunities. So let me tell you what happens with your reticular activating system when it comes to your hyperdrive in ejaculating too much and producing too much sperm compared to when you have a normal, balanced semen retention lifestyle. Your reticular activating system will make it so that you notice opportunities for you to spread your seed everywhere, compared to having the reticular activating system work for you to find opportunities to create wealth and passive income. You don't want to diversify your energy. You don't want to diversify your thoughts. You want all of your thoughts to be focused on one thing at a time. And that one thing is establishing your financial foundation. That's what we're all about on the Men of High Value channel. Could you imagine the power of having 1,000 or 10,000 or 100,000 men applying the principles that I teach on the Men of High Value channel, and together building up the world and finding solutions to problems one at a time to improve life for everyone? And all of those men of high value are rich beyond their wildest dreams, which means that they can invest together in order to create amazing things and amazing programs and educate the masses. There's so much potential in this. And it starts with semen retention. Unless you're actually practicing that, we can't really trust you. We can't really know that you're not going to get distracted, that you're not going to diversify, that you're not going to be sleeping around. We don't have time for that crap. We're making something happen right here. And we want you on board on this team making it happen. Not only will semen retention allow your system to regulate itself so that you're not in hyperdrive all the time, it will also make sure that other better habits enter into your life so that your overall happiness and progression in life and productivity also increases continuously. Semen retention also allows you to think big about everything. The longer you go on semen retention, the bigger you think, the more ambition you develop. That's powerful. The bigger ambition, the better. We want to get power. Masculinity is all about power. It's all about leadership, and it's all about progression and making things better for yourself, for those that you love, and for everyone around you. If you are filled with the love of God, which basically comes from semen retention, your heart reaches out to all of humankind and fixing everyone's problems, one individual, one family at a time. What are some other avenues where you are maybe wasting your time, wasting your energies, when it could be rather focused properly on establishing your financial foundation? Because we got to get rid of what we don't want to make room for what we do want. If your life sucks right now and you're unhappy compared to your 1 to 10 scale, you want to be a bit happier, you want to be more productive, you want to, make things happen in your life, then there are some things in your life that's got to go. Like, you can't bring it with you. I made a video a long time ago about climbing up a mountain, for those of you who've been around for a long time. But seriously, you can't bring with you tons of baggage up the mountain. You gotta get rid of some of the load. I've mentioned all of the girls. Now, if you're married or have a long-term committed partner, you're gonna be with that partner for life, stick with it. For everyone else, which is pretty much 95% of you, get rid of them. Get rid of all the women. Great, okay, Great, awesome, now we can move on. Second of all, I've written down here, school. Is school diversifying your time? Think about it. Your goal is to become masculine, to become a leader, and to have lots and lots of passive income. Is school in the way? Will it help you to produce passive income? Yes or no? It's a simple answer. But, I need to go to college because my parents said so, or my church tells me that I need to do it, or my friends are all going to college, or whatever, bro. Like, seriously, I'm telling you guys, if you're 12 years old watching this video, I want you to quit school with the permission of your parents to tell them that you want to get rich and that you want to work in an apprenticeship with someone who's already filthy stinking rich. Literally. You're wasting your time going to school. I can't believe that people are wasting their time on going to school when it has absolutely no purpose whatsoever, tons of distractions, diversification going on there, and the knowledge that you learn from school will never help you with anything in your life. Trust me on that. In school, you meet a lot of friends. Usually those friends are not as ambitious as you are. If you're watching this video, trust me, you're probably the most ambitious person of everyone that you know. Like, nod if you agree, okay? That's just how it is. You would not be watching this video if you were not the most ambitious kid in your class. Maybe even in your school. There's very few people that use semen retention as a way to improve themselves in order for them to achieve the things they desire in their lives. And you're right here, man. I'm proud of you, man. This is huge. I'm helping you now to take things to the next level, and your friends might be dragging you down. How many guys are you spending time with that are way better than you? Because you need to. That's how you grow. That's how you become successful. If I'm a 15-year-old and I want to become a professional basketball player, I won't be able to get there if I continuously play against 12-year-old players. I'm like playing against 15-year-olds and 12-year-old players. No! As a 15-year-old, you should be playing with 18-year-olds, 20-year-olds, 25-year-olds. That's when you learn and that's when you improve the fastest. The reason why Luwaista has been massively improving in the last 6 to 7 months using me as a coach is because I'm helping him, dragging him up, basically helping him to see the vision of what's possible. And he's like, whoa, this is insane. I can do that. And then he does it. And then he's like, his confidence levels are just drastically increasing all of the time. I'm fired up for him. And I'm fired up for me because I'm actually able to produce those kind of results in his life. He's at 17K per month now in revenues, starting just simply 6 or 7 or 8 months ago with his small, tiny little bitty business. Right now, he's got 29,000 followers on Instagram, and his goal was to get 1,000 followers on Instagram by New Year's 2020. We crushed that goal because he spent time with me and had me as a coach. And now we're going towards 100K by the end of this year, I say 1st of December. But personally, we're like, man, it's not a big enough goal because there's no juice in it. It's happening automatically. And the only thing he needs is like 300 new followers every single day. And it's like massively happening. So it's like, we need to think bigger. We need to think 200K. We need to think, man, maybe we can take this to 50K this year or 100K a month in revenues. Why not? I can promise you that this would not happen for Luwaista right now if he spent a lot of time with his old friends. He's spending a lot of time with me, and that's a positive thing, and it's drastically changing his life. Moving on, parents. Parents is a huge distraction. Now, if you are absolutely happy with your life, everything is bloody fantastic, and your parents are filthy stinking rich, and your father is teaching you how to become rich, fantastic. But if they're poor, you should never, ever take counsel from your parents, other than in the avenues of life where they're fantastically abundant. Okay, if they have no abundance in any area of their lives, I would never, ever, ever listen to my parents. Ever. Honoring your parents in that case would be to never listen to them and succeed despite of your parents. And then coming back to buy your mom a house later. Like, do you understand? That's what I would suggest in terms of parents, because parents very often keep people back from succeeding. And I also want to mention church. Your faith and religion might be preventing you from succeeding at the higher levels that you desire. You've got a cognitive dissonance going on when it comes to money, perhaps because of your faith, because of your church, because of your religion. Those things in religion that are telling you that money is bad needs to be shut off immediately. The reason why is because money is absolutely fantastic when you're a good person. It doesn't change who you are, it amplifies who you are. If you are a good person, money's gonna make you even better person. If you're a bad person, money's gonna make you worse. That was one of the biggest things that I had to get past growing up being a religious kid that was 100% obedience according to the book. Because it was confusing. It said in the scriptures that, money is this and money is that and rich people are that and da-da-da-da. I scratched that out of my life, out of my brain, because it's not good for anyone. Poverty did not build your churches. Poverty did not send missionaries. Poverty never solved anything. Money otherwise? Money, however, can solve a lot of things, especially when there's a lot of bad people that have money. How are you going to make good things happen in the world when there are bad people that have power and that have money, and there's not enough good people that have money and that have cash? Do you understand? Like, you want to be part of the good people that have cash, and that makes it so that the people at the top who are rich and who are bad actually have to become good in order for them to retain the money that they've got, because things are becoming transparent. People are becoming more aware of the different things that are happening in terms of business. And if your church and faith is stopping you from making money, your church is actually wrong. I'm 100% serious about this because I've seen it too often that religion and churches are preventing people to succeeding at the highest levels possible. And also, if your church or religion is taking up too much time, energy, and effort from you that could have been spent building up your passive income and your financial foundation for your future family and loved ones, there's something wrong and it needs to be fixed. That's my 2 cents on the matter when it comes to church and religion. Be very wise when you make the decision about how much time you invest and spend on your faith and religion. But Joseph, you haven't spoken about passive income. Like, how can I create it? And which avenue should I choose? There are just way too many options for me to make that decision for you. You've got to investigate that for yourself. You can hire me as a coach so that we can help you to find which avenue to choose from that's most effective for you. I'll mention a few right here, and then you can email me and say that you want a free coaching session so that we can figure out if you're a fit to work with me in terms of setting up your business and your passive income in 2020. The ones that I've got here are creating a social media audience. That's probably the most powerful passive income tool right now. The reason why is because it's a recurring passive income tool. Once you've got a massive, huge audience of people who are following you, who are following your journey, and who are taking your recommendations from you, basically they want the lifestyle that you have. So anything that you promote, you'll be able to get passive income from it one way, shape, or another. That's probably the most powerful one. Build your audience. And then you've got real estate. At some point in time, all rich people begin to invest in real estate, and especially when times are absolutely horrible. But at one point, it's gonna massively decrease, and that's the time when you need to be ready and know all of your stuff in advance if that's what you want to do, and that's the direction you want to head into. And then you've got traditional businesses with employees, which are quite interesting, quite risky these days, but there's potential there as well. And then you've got online businesses with affiliate marketing, drop shipping, developing platforms, developing apps, developing whatever it is that you want to build, bro. It's all there for the taking. So many options. And now we return back to Semen Retention, which basically was all about getting rid of diversification and distraction, which means we apply that to finding our passive income stream. We focus on one thing for a long period of time. Seriously. If you can do that, your life will absolutely be amazing in 3 to 5 to 10 years time. For some of you, it will take longer. The faster you hire a coach to help you to be consistent and to stay focused, the faster that process is going to go. My email is down below. This is Joseph Darling from the Men of High Value channel. I'm fired up for you, and I'll see you in the next video.